Hi there guys, I just watched the Last Jedi trailer, several times actually, or the teaser trailer. Other trailer will come pretty soon. A few things I want to talk about. Obviously, it opens up with like the shadow going across the rocks and then Daisy Ridley. Rey's hand coming down, like, you know, breathing, gasping for air like she's in shock, or she's just gone for a big jog, I don't know. I think what it might be is that her having some sort of force vision or premonition of the future or the past or something like that, and the shock of it maybe got her gasping for breath, because you hear obviously Luke voiceover saying take a deep breath, that kind of thing. So it's kind of ambiguous to what it means, but also it shows loads of shots of the island and everything as well. So obviously she's having a training there. It looks for maybe probably a bigger chunk of the film, perhaps. A good chunk of it was her training. You see her lifting little rocks off the little bit she was on, so maybe she has the premonition and they start trying to focus her powers or something along those lines. But regardless, I think she's going to be trained in the arts of the Force and she's going to hone her skills and power. You see a bit later in the trailer as well, her using a saber under Luke's tutelage as well, so that'll be interesting to see. And what's the next sort of thing? After you see shots of the island, which are, you know, nice shots of the island, I believe it's Carrie Fisher you see at a console, possibly on a ship, possibly pointing to the last space battle perhaps, or somewhere during the middle of the film. But you see her on the console, I think there's a few people around her. I think the voiceover says, what do you see? Light, so it might be doing that again with the light, and then the next shot you see Kylo Ren's destroyed helmet and she says dark, so obviously giving that connotation between the light and the dark with the characters. Interesting to see Kylo's helmet destroyed. I think maybe he's just finally realised it looks dumb and then smashed it, or maybe he's got a new helmet, maybe more Darth Vader-esque or something like that, so he destroys the old one, who knows. Or it could be after a battle he gets it destroyed, who knows. It's all pretty... yeah, then you see... I thought it was a chest at first. After a few goes around, I thought it was a chest that was broken on top, and there was the... is it the Jedi Seal or the Republic Seal? One of the two. I can't remember which one it is on the top. But actually the books, you see a book stacked up, so I'm assuming that might be in Luke's little hidey hole in the cave, some books or codexes or whatever it is from the old, not the old Republic, but the current, might be the old Republic, you never know. It depends how long a book lasts, I suppose, in the future. Or they're just codexes or something from the Jedi Temple, something along those lines, some information of how to train the Force, maybe some other aspects that we don't know yet. But that'll be interesting to see what those books, if they are books, I'm pretty sure they're books, have to do with the rest of the film. Right, so I thought at first it was like a new age pod racing, and I got quite excited because they'll have the red trails and stuff. It could still be that, because you see one bounce down. I don't know if that's because one of the characters are driving them, these crap are driving them, maybe when Finn comes back perhaps. He's not used to piloting that kind of vehicle. Or they are like normally like racers, but I thought it was like a race thing with all these vehicles. But in the background, I'm pretty sure that they are some version of AT-ATs and AT-STs, because the definite shape, silhouette, it could be buildings or something, I don't know, but the definite shape and silhouette in the background looks like AT-ATs and AT-STs, or there's like a small one next to it. So it could be that they've got some variation of those walkers back in it, or they look exactly the same, who knows. But it looks pretty cool. They might have some other... They might be just copying all the films again, and that could be... It looked like it was on sand or something, so it could be a reference to the Hoth base, but with those kind of speeders and like going around their legs on desert. I don't know, who knows. That could be a thing. I'll be kind of disappointed it is. You next see the base attack with BB-8 and... I forgot his name. Friggin... oh god, I forgot his name. Anyway, the pilot. Oh god. In like a base attack, and God, I choked on oxygen then. In like a base attack, and you then see Finn healing in either like some sort of chamber, then it's a back chamber. You know, hopefully he's not healing for too much of the film, and he actually gets into it quite quickly, not just right at the end. We see some shots of the Falcon as well, blowing up some TIE fighters. So we're going to see more Falcon. That might be actually escaping the planet where Luke is. With Luke, either Luke is on the Falcon as well, or he dies beforehand. Who knows? You'll see Daisy drawing her saber and running. So I don't know if that's going to be Kylo finds them and then he's got Luke, or he's trying to kill Luke and she draws her saber to try and help, or it's just part of the training. But it's left ambiguous who she's drawn the saber for and running with it. You see Kylo drawing his saber as well. It looked like there was fire in the background, which is sort of the next scene I was going to talk about. It looked like there's fire in the background where there's I think it's R2-D2, there's a character going on their knees as a burning building, and I'm not quite sure if, I think that's directly referencing to the bit where you see the flashback where he puts the hand on R2, and that looked like it was I thought that was lava planet, but it might have been the fire, and that might be a flashback or the premonition of the Jedi Temple, or the new Jedi Temple being destroyed by Kylo and the Knights of Ren, and that could be that, or it could be Daisy's character. It could be Rey and her going to her knees because she's too late to save some people. Might be directly linked to the base attack. That's the building in the background on fire and she thinks she's let everyone down and that's why she goes to her knees. Who knows? It could be either one of those two. Either one of those two will make sense, and if it is the first one, it will call back to the last film as well. You also see Phasma and a few stormtroopers coming out of the fire. I'm not quite sure if that's again for the fire scene where she's gone to her knees, the building, or it's directly after they destroy the X-Wing fighters, like the hangar bay has been destroyed and they come bursting through to kill any remaining rebels or resistance fighters. So yeah, we see the space battle at the end, so we're going to get a space battle. Either that's going to be final at the end or some sort of escape sequence if it is with the base attack as an extension of that afterwards, or something near the climax of the film. Who knows? I'd be interested to see with a space battle. I'm glad we're getting another space battle. I do love my space battles in these films, so cool. And then the final thing I want to talk about is the thing, all I know is the Jedi must end. I think this is because it's literally just a vicious cycle of Sith comes, Sith attacks the Jedi, destroy the Jedi, or they destroy the Sith, and then it just goes into a vicious cycle. So maybe he's realised that the only way to properly bring balance to the Force is to take away Jedi and Sith and just have no Force wielders, and just have the Force as being that cosmic energy that surrounds us, but not people that wield it for good or evil purposes, just having it as a neutral force, and Jedi and Sith no longer exist, no more meddling in it, and it's just people. I don't know. Maybe that's what he's referring to, maybe that's the reason why he's got to do it, or it means something else, completely different. But this Christmas we'll find out, and we'll probably find out more when they release a proper trailer, a big trailer, that will reveal more. We haven't seen the Knights of Ren yet, I haven't seen any of Finn, very, very little, if that is Carrie Fisher that we see. Obviously no Chewbacca yet, so we'll see, C-3PO, but whatever. Not much Kylo Ren either. So it's left open really. There's just a load of speculation. There's going to be loads more speculation that people are going to do in-depth stuff, and I'm guessing they're going to harken back to a few things I've said as well. So yeah. Until we get another trailer, I'll see you guys next time, and let's hope this is a good film. Let's hope this is Empire Strikes Back material, and that this Christmas is going to be a shit ton of good films, especially this. I'm looking forward to Star Wars, Last Jedi. So until next time guys, I'll see you soon. Have a good Easter, enjoy yourselves.